Welcome back, Pwn Stars, to another adventure in Pony Island. This time, we are nearly at the end of the semester, believe it or not. We've completed almost all of the challenges. Precious few remain. We have three, as a matter of fact, and one of those three is the Overachiever achievement, which is an achievement to get all achievements. So, really, we have two challenges left. Today, we are going to do Fire and Ice. Get my VM here up and running. I'm going to need the proxy for this because I want to be able to see what's going on. And it looks like I left it running, so now I'm probably going to have to restart it. Or what? Okay. A little sluggish. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Proxy is. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Actually, what I want to do is I want to go to our parser scripts here, and I'm going to preemptively turn on health. So let's back that up so we print that line. And I might want to do monsters. I will leave that for now. I'm going to do shoot so I can see when I fire. And I think that will. I am going to do weapon change as well. Okay. Control S, go back, start the proxy up. Now, fire and ice is an interesting challenge because you do not actually need to do any hacking at all in order to complete it. I may try to find myself another way to do this, but if you don't, that's just fine. You can just follow along. All right, so this is the pirate ship from the Keegan Challenge for Pirate's Treasure. Here's Pirate Bay. We're going to head back down the road towards the gold. Actually, well, we don't really have to head down the road. I'm trying to stick to the road because I don't want you guys to get lost. But I feel like if you've been playing long enough to get to this point, you probably kind of know where things are anyway. So I'm going to take the shortcut. There's the pirate ship. There's the Pirate Bay. From the pirate ship, just walk across the water over this way. There's no swimming or drowning, so yes, yes. And I have the ROP chain gun going on. Let's see if I switch weapons. Do I see that? Okay, I do see that. And the weapon change is the inventory slots. All right. So, over here is a cave. Again, pirate ship there, pirate bay there, gold farm there. Road is here. This road is the one that loops all the way around over here back to the gold farm. Okay. So this cave has actually two bosses in it. One of them is the one we're looking for, Magma Rock. The other one is the Spider Ice Queen, and we're actually going to go and visit the Spider Queen first. As soon as you enter the cave, you get the quest, Fire and Ice, investigate the molten cave. There's also spider enemies here, so keep your eyes open for that. There's a spider there. We're going to visit the Spider Queen first because I was lucky enough to get the ice spell from a random drop. I think it was a bear, even. But if you didn't get it from a random drop, then you're going to need the ice spell. So when you get to this fork in the cave, go right, and we're going to go up into the cave. Whoa, jeez. Spiders are... The hell is going on here? Spiders are spawning weird. I don't like it. Untrustworthy spiders. Okay. Keep making your way up, and eventually... Oh, my goodness. It's this uneven terrain is bugging me out here. Um, but, okay. What the hell? What the hell? Am I going to die to spiders because of lag? Oh my god. I don't know. I have some serious lag here. All right, I'm just going to try and get past him. We'll make fighting the Spider Queen a little bit more difficult, but okay, again, we go right. Up here, we go up here. Damn it. Stuck on rocks. What's the point of having super speed if you're going to get stuck on stupid rocks? I'm not going to make it. The spiders are going to get me because of lag. I might have to turn the proxy off just to show you the quest. All right. So in here, you can see there's an ice spider queen. Yeah, and they're all... I think the proxy and the ROP chain gun aren't getting along. I think it shoots so fast that the proxy is just going nuts. Yep. All right, it's fine. We are going to... I'm going to pause the video, turn off the proxy, and reconnect. All right, once more we are back at the cave. I think it's this way. Yeah. All right. Lag issues should hopefully be a thing of the past now that the proxy is off and bypassed. Kind of. Good enough, hopefully. Okay. And we go right. Kill the spiders. And spiders bug out. Running out of gun. Okay. Cave. And here's the spider queen again. Amazing. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Okay, what do I do? All right, reconnect. We'll try again. Using up all my ammo, trying here. I'm going to do something other than the chain gun. That's probably what my problem is. Let's switch to the sniper rifle. We'll just one-shot the spiders on the way up. Well, hopefully anyway. Right path for the third or fourth time. Okay. Go. All right. So, If you don't have the ice spell from a random drop like I was lucky enough to get, you come up here to the spider cave where the spider ice queen awaits. She is the one that normally drops that spell. And I believe, yes, the chain gun simply fires too fast for the game. It is a game-breaking, game-created item. So we kill this queen, takes a couple shots, and she will actually, yep, there you go, use the ice spell against you. You can use fireballs, by the way, to counteract those. Oh, shit. There we go. So it's a blue drop. Pick it up. 0 cool. The same exact ice spell. No difference between the one that I picked up and the one that you get here. It's just that this is a guaranteed drop location. So. And there is an achievement for getting 0 cool, which of course I already have because I had the random drop. So if you don't have it yet, you also get an achievement for this, which means that this is actually a required stop to complete Overachiever. Just so you know. All right. And yes, as I learned, don't use the chain gun because the game cannot handle that many calculations in terms of ballistic trajectory and damage at once. It just fires too fast for the game to handle, which is probably not a fault of the game now that I think of it. It's probably more like, I mean, the game and the master server are not underpowered. They are at spec, according to the documentation anyway. But I do believe that the documentation is probably a little anemic as far as the specs that are called. All right, so now that we have 0 cool, we can go. This is the path we came in. That was the right fork to the Ice Queen, and we're getting eaten by spiders. So now we'll take the left path, and that will take us to the other boss and the subject of this quest, Magma Rock. Are you not dead? I thought I shot you. And you should be here, right around the corner. There he is. Okay. So that's Magma Rock, this big old guy right here. And there's a couple spiders that wandered in there. They're not normally there, but they can come in there. But right there is the chest, right? So the chest will not open until Magma Rock is dead. Magma Rock will throw fireballs at you. Okay. And you can see he's got a big old health bar there. And we can shoot at him. I kind of want to turn the proxy back on again so you can see what's happening. Maybe I should do that. That's okay. Yeah, so we can damage him a little bit with bullets, not really very much. Like, we could be here all day shooting him. I'm going to try switching to the chain gun again and see if that actually bugs out now that I have only one target on the screen. So you can see even with this much firepower on him, it's not doing much. Of course, it is definitely bugging the game out using the ROP chain gun. Look at this. It just can't handle the chain gun. It can't. Which isn't even a chain gun. I mean, look at it. It's clearly a Thompson with the drum mag. All right. So now I'm going to turn the proxy back on so you can actually see what's happening. Okay. All right, back again. Definitely not using chain gun anymore. So let's stick with the sniper rifle. Get back to Magma Rock so we can see what's happening. So I'm going to kill just one spider. And let's take a look at what we have there. All right, so first we have the weapon change to, it says slot 7, but remember arrays begin at 0, so 7 is 8 and 1 is 0. We can see shoot remote exploit, that is the sniper rifle. Right there's the packet for that, and we can see that there is health, right? So it's identifying a creature on the screen, the amount of damage that's being done. So a single shot from remote exploit does 100 damage, which for these spiders is more than enough to kill them, okay? We'll look at it again in just a little bit after I get a little bit closer to Magma Rock so we can compare. Oops. And we'll see what it does on each of these shots. Now, we don't know how much health these spiders start with because health is actually calculated on the server, not the client. So, however much health they actually have is known only to the server because it only needs to be known to only by the server. All right, so there's Magma Rock. Let's take another look here. So you can see 100 health each time we take a shot, and all of these are the different identifiers for the enemies that are spawned in. Now I'm going to move the client, the game over here, and I'm going to just do this so we can actually see what's happening in real time while we fight Magma Rock. Now remember, oh, and you can see I'm getting attacked by something. That's why we're seeing that. So that's my health right there, my remaining health, which is at 64 now. You can see it in the proxy, you can see it on the screen, and watch what happens when I regen, which will happen any second. Come on, there it is. All right. Now, when we enter here to fight Magmarok, he's going to be shooting at us, which means that we are going to be seeing packets from him firing at me and me firing at him. So things are going to get a little bit confusing, but we will take a look at it afterwards and go through it. Okay. Now I'm going to also switch weapons as we do this, so we can see what different weapons have, what effect they have on him. Right. Okay. Oh, his shots actually aren't showing up. They must be a different packet. So that's actually good because that will cut down on some of our noise. So we can see here I am shooting at him and his health is going down. We can see his total health. It starts out at about 10,000, but we're not doing exactly 100 hit points against him every shot. It's more like 75, I think it is. Looks like I'm trying to keep out of the corner of my eye on the values while not getting hit by fireballs. All right, so let's switch to the AK. Oh, that's the Glock AK. And was that alone enough to bug out the? Okay, it lagged it, but we're fine. All right, let's try the Glock. Let's actually try a spell. So let's try a static link. There's static link. All right, now let's try zero cool. It's an ice and static link bugged it out a little bit too. Wow. All right. Oh, geez, I'm gonna die. All right, so let's try zero cool because that is an ice spell, and I mean he is made out of fire, so this might make sense. And now let's try fighting fire with fire. All right, and we can see, look at that. When we hit him with a fireball, we can see it actually heals him. So I'm actually going to die here intentionally, so we can stop this. Okay, let's respawn. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Misadventure. Okay, if you say so. All right, now let's log out and check out what we got. Okay. So here's me shooting great balls of fire. Here's where I changed to weapon 0, which is weapon 1. That's the great balls of fire. He was at 8647, so 8,647 hit points. When I hit him with the great balls of fire, it actually healed him. So he went from 8647 to 8711, 8777, 8913. When I was hitting him with I'm actually not sure which weapons are which now. I should have probably written down a list or something. I can't remember what order my weapons are in, so just a sec. Let's get back in there so we can see. And I'm gonna nope, I'm gonna back up a little bit so I don't get eaten by spiders. Or hopefully won't anyway. Alright, so oh, it says right here. It says right here. Okay. So this is the beginning of the encounter. Then I shoot him with the remote exploit. He goes from 10,000 to 9925. 9850, so the remote exploit doesn't do 100 points of damage. Oh, wait a second. I was looking at this wrong. When I was killing spiders, that's their current HP, which is negative 100. So when a creature dies, its health becomes a negative value, and that's how the game knows that it's dead. Until as long as it's a positive integer, it's alive, essentially. So it starts out with a health pool, just as we start out with 100. Magma Rock starts out with 10,000. The remote exploit does apparently 75 points of damage per shot. Then I switch to the AK. Here's a bunch of shots from there, and those seem to do 5 points of damage. So we go from 90-100 to 90-95, 90-90, 90-85, and so on. He's at 90-50 when I switch weapons again. So that's 4, which will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the Glock. It says here pistol. So that it looks like 7 points of damage per shot. Because it goes from 90-50 to 90-43, 90-36, 90-29, and so on. Then we switch to 2, which is static link, which is actually 3 on our keyboard. Static link, he starts out at 9,001 hit points, and it seems to do 7. Is that also 7 points of damage? Yeah, it looks like 7 points of damage per hit, quote unquote hit. So far, the remote exploit by far is the most powerful. By far, the most powerful. 75 per shot is pretty good. So then I switch to 6, which is actually 7. So this is our ice spell. He's at 89-17. Oh, no, sorry. This is where I switch. He's at 89-03 when we first get started. So 8903 to 8775 to 8647. What is that? Oops. There we go. So he's at 8903, 8775, 128, 8775, minus 647. Yeah, 128. So better, much better. And then we switch to Great Balls of Fire, and he heals up. So he's at 89, 83, and he heals up to 1055. So the Zero Cool does the most damage to him. The remote exploit isn't bad. That does 75. But the Great Balls of Fire spell actually heals him. Okay? So, why is this important? Well, we know 3 things from observing this behavior. First of all, we know, 1, that he's susceptible to different types of damage, first of all. And second of all, excuse me, he's susceptible to different types of damage, and that one of them will actually heal him rather than hurt him. We know from looking at the way that other creatures die that when their health pool becomes a negative value, the game knows that they're dead. Now, why does this matter? I'm actually going to, hold on a sec, log out here for a second and come back here, and let's search for Magma Rock. For the search to come up here. I'm just going to pause the video so you don't have to watch a progress bar fill up. Okay, close enough. I had to restart the search, by the way, because I misspelled it. It's Magma Rock with just a K, not R-O-C-K in the USA. Actor Factory, create actor. Magma Rock Fireball. Magma Rock. Looking for something that has to deal with... Should move, should wander. The problem with Magma Rock, by the way, is... Oh, there's an on-killed function here. The thing with Magma Rock is that even if we were to put in some time using the remote exploit and zero cool to whittle down his health, well, it's probably better to just show you rather than tell you, huh? I guess now that we know which are the most effective weapons against him, we can go in and give it a shot, but I don't want to spoil it or anything, but that's not gonna, it's not gonna work. Wait, what? What? Why did it put me all the way over there? All right, so we will use the remote exploit again on the spiders to get to him. Not a lot of spideys in the cave at the moment. Not that I'm complaining. All right, zero cool does the most damage, so we will switch to the most damaging spell. Fire them off and see if we can take him down. Again, spoiler alert, we can't, but we will do our level best. Another good thing about the zero cool spell is in addition... So the zero cool and the fire spells are in opposition to one another. And when a spell is cast, it instantiates an object for the spell effect, so in this case a fireball or ice ball. And that means that they have trajectories and they can actually collide. So as long as you're firing the snowballs, Magma Rock actually can't hit you with any of his fire spells, unless they somehow make it past your barrage. I had to stop attacking for a few minutes because mana. So let's keep our eyes open for spiders behind us as well. And let's fire some more of these. Wow. Janky. All right, so we got him to about halfway, and then he starts doing this animation here, and then he cheats, and he'll bring himself all the way back up to full, or just about. Actually, I can see a sliver of his life is gone. So he has a healing ability as well. Ow. Ow! You can kind of hide behind the chest, by the way. It's kind of a safe zone. He'll still fire at you, but he can't hit you as long as you're hiding behind the chest. You just still need to watch out for the spiders, though, because they will walk all the way up here to kill you. It happened to me last year. Well, if it weren't for the lag, I'd be able to just jump and snipe him. Ah! Okay, we gotta click and then jump, I guess. No? Whatever. Okay, so that's why we can't just take Magma Rock out. All right, and so if we look through here, here's his on killed. So there's a function that says what to do when he's killed. And if we go through the code here, get quest by name. So that's the lava quest, as it's called. And then we have something else is happening here, but it's going to trigger the chest opening. We know that. We've seen that before. We have a should attack, which we maybe could mess with. Get death message. Was incinerated by Magma Rock. Oh, that's a death message if he kills you. So what we're looking for, on prepare attack, tick. Magma Rock Fireball. Magma Rock Spawner. Projectile Spawner, okay. Damage. All right, so we know that he starts with 10,000 health. Here we can see we have a magma rock damage function. If param equals fire damage, then here's the 10,000. It actually looks like it's doing a check when it does the addition of the. So if he's already at 10,000 health, it won't add to it. Here we have something that's getting multiplied by 4. But here we have the cold damage, so it does double damage, as we can see here. If this healing active does not equal false. Okay. All right, so this is the function here that deals with that damage. But let's do another search here. Let's do, well, actually, I want to follow this label. This healing active label. Well, that's down here. Enemy damage. This is just the generic enemy damage, looks like. Right? Yeah, looks like. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another search here. We're going to do a search for heal this time. I think I might have searched for this before when I was looking for a way to automatically heal myself, but and while we're waiting for that, let's keep poking around here with magma rock. It's got to be doing a check to see what his current health is, so I'm thinking that that's what magma rock tick is. Because it's a different tick function than the global tick. Something's got to check and see what he's at health wise. And then if he's below a certain threshold, trigger the healing animation, right? There's got to be a check. It's not on a timer or anything. Advanced quest timer. Get players in radius. Get quest name lava. Okay, so we are still on the right track here. Initial kill. We know that it's about half health, so I'm looking for something that looks like about that, give or take. Yeah, let's see if our search pulled up anything. Angry Bear, get max health. Magma Rock, should attack. Well, okay, maybe it's the should attack. Okay, there we go. This is not there we go, but okay, this is something. So the should attack function is what's checking to see if healing is active. So do we have a... Send health update event. Oh, I didn't know that was there. All right, here's back to the tick function then. Move this to the side here. I'm looking for something that either checks a value equal to 5,000 or checks the value of health. There it is. Either 5,000 exactly or half of starting health or something like that is what I was looking for. So if healing active is false, then what it's doing is it is checking this field is less than 5,000. And then if it's so, then it turns healing active to true. Healing time left is set to 5, so we have it's a 5-second animation, I guess. Okay. Okay. I'm not mad at this. Oh, but I see one problem here. Do you see what I see? And I'm cheating a bit here because I remembered last summer that it didn't actually require a hack to defeat Magmarok. And I knew that it was a simple programming mistake. I didn't remember exactly what it was, but now that I'm seeing it, I do remember this clearly. Yeah, we have a programming mistake here. So what we have is this is an integer, and when you have integers that could possibly go into negative, excuse me, you have integers that could possibly go into negative. You need to use what's known as assigned integers. So okay, so let's put it this way. We're starting out at 10,000, okay? And that is a positive integer, okay? When we do damage to him, let's say that we're doing 1,000 damage per hit, okay? So then he goes 9,000, that's still positive. 8,000, that's still positive. 7,000, that's still positive. 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, and then 0, okay? Now, these are all positive integers, obviously. 0 is still an acceptable integer. It's within the range of integers. And with a signed integer, what happens if we hit them for another 1,000? Well, with a signed integer, that's fine, because it can handle negative values just fine, right? So at this point in the game, Magmarok would be considered dead because he's in negative values. We already saw that with the spiders. When their health goes negative, the game considers them dead and takes them out, right? But what we see here is not a signed integer. Oops, I should have kept them both. Damn. $10,000. I'm just okay. We're gonna make this a little bit quicker. We're gonna actually say 5,000 per hit. All right. Okay. All right. So with an unsigned integer, everything works just fine. Seems to be anyway. It all all goes according to plan, right? We have a value that has been given this unsigned integer, and when that value takes damage, right, that will still work the same way. The difference is that unsigned integers don't handle negative values, right? So when we get below 0, we might end up with I'm not even sure um, what the calculation is to end up with something what the value actually ends up being, or what it's doing. I can't recall off the top of my head, but we end up with weird numbers, right? Because it can't handle the negative values. Okay. Another problem that we have though is what's known as integer overflow, right? So what this means is that if we have dot 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 dot, there we go. What this means is that over here with a signed integer, if we have 10,000, and that's what we originally set the integer at, right? When we assign the variable in the code, if it happens to heal, well, right now there is code that checks to see. We saw it a moment ago. If the value is greater than 10,000, it sets it to 10,000. Okay. But with a signed integer, even if it were to go above that, that would be fine, right? So if we managed to heal him for 50,000, it would be able to handle that, right? The code would then just set it back to 10,000 because that's what the code is doing, right? As we saw earlier. However, with an unsigned integer, if he starts out at 10,000 and we manage to get above that threshold, we're not going to get 15,000. We'll get, again, weird number, but this one will be a negative number, right? So what we need to do essentially is not try to get his health at 10,000 to below 0. What we need to try and do is get his health at 10,000 above 10,000. And he will help us out here with this, right? We have 5 seconds to heal him enough. What we have is a race condition, okay? The code checks to see. Let's do our pseudocode here. All right, so health will start out equal to 10,000. If health is greater than 10,000, then health equals 10,000. Okay, but now we have, so that's one condition, and that seems fine, right? Right then and there, no problem there. Then we have a do while health is less than 5,000. The code then says to take our current health, compare it to a max value, and then healing stack, healing time left param. Where's our? I want to see the healing thing here. There it is. So Magma Rock went from 4832, so that's when the check occurred. And then he healed to. Oops, I'm in my VM again. So he got all the way to 4832 before it finally ran the check, and then he went to 9807. So he healed 4,975. So there's pseudocode here. You'll that value is oddly specific, 4975. So I'm going to guess that it always heals 4975. I mean it's possible that it arrived at that nice round divisible by 5 number accidentally, via some calculation, but my guess is just that would be unlikely, especially considering what we're seeing here in terms of like the amount of damage that was being done. Like the only round number we land on here is 4880. The rest of it's all these strange, one-off numbers. So I'm guessing it heals 4975. Yeah, and that's after a sleep 5 or 4 seconds. Then it does the heal, and that's it. Okay. So essentially, what we need to do is we will have seconds to get current health greater than. Come on, cursor. There you are. Greater than 5,025. And then if we do that, the health will be over 10,000. And then since it's an unsigned integer, should flip to negative, and we should be good to go. But we can try it and find out because we have the proxy running here. We can go in there and give it a shot. And so what we need to do is we'll need to get his health below. We need to trigger the healing animation, switch to the healing spell, which is in our case the fireball spell, heal him as much as we possibly can in 5 seconds, and hope that we hurt him or heal him enough to get him over that threshold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in there and I'm going to start with the ice spell because that does the most damage. And then I'm going to switch to remote exploit to get him down the rest of the way so that I have mana left over for healing as much as possible there right at the outset, okay? Okay, and reload remote exploit. Switch to ice spell. Oh, am I taking damage? God damn it. All right. All right, I've used up my mana, so I'm going to switch to the remote exploits. Just waiting for him to start that animation. A little bit of lag. He's almost there. I can see he's at 5534. I'm looking out of the corner of my eye here at the proxy. 50. Okay, so he's at 5234. These do 75 points of damage per shot. So, like, this clip here ought to do it. There he is. Come on. Come on. Ah. Let's see what happened. I don't think I was fast enough. Stupid lag. All right, he was at 49. Okay, so he, when I started healing, was at 4934. Then I healed him up to 4970. Not nearly close enough. Not nearly close enough. Man, I know that there is a more powerful fire spell in the game, but I think it's a random drop. And I'm not about to go farm that. So I'm going to try it one more time. And if it looks like it's going to be impossible with my current fire spell, then I think I might try to find a way to increase my damage with the fire spell so that if I hit him one time, it will be sufficient. So, but we'll give it one more try, and maybe we'll... It's the lag. It's killing me here. Okay. Slowly, we're getting there. He's at 5393. 5168. He's at 5093, so 2 shots. Switch, heal, 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 go, 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 go. No, not again. Same as before. I got him up to 4991. Although, there is one more thing I can do now that I think of it. Since I can see what his current health is, I can switch to another gun that does even less damage to, like, get as close as possible to that 5,000 or to the 5,000 threshold. If I can get him at 499, I think I am healing him enough then to do it. So I know I said one more try and then I'll try something else, but now that I think of that, we're gonna do this one more time because I'm gonna switch guns to an even weaker weapon there at the very end. So let's hit him with some ice. Get him as far as we can, as fast as we can. Ow. I know that looked like it blew up in my face, but the lag is preventing it from actually harming me. Alright, then I'll switch to the sniper again. Keep my eye on his health. When he gets lower, then I switch. Alright, I changed my mind. I'm going to switch to the zero cool again so I can burn him down. I'm tired of waiting. Just going to try not to damage him too much here. Alright, he's at 59, something or other. 57, 6, 5. 54, 63. Come on. 5207. Oh, that didn't hit him. Never mind. All right, now he's at 5079. So let me switch to the cowboy coder. I don't know if we check this to see how much damage this does. 5049. 5019. Okay. I think that the pistol was 7. Okay, yep, it's 7. So he's at 12. All right. I think 2 shots and then we can do this. Oh. Oh, he's at all right, one more shot. He's at 5005. No? Come on. Okay, switch. Heal, 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 heal. Go, 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 go. Damn it. Oh, wait, wait, wait. We did it. We did it. Look at his health. He's above 10,000. He's 10,020, 10,357. We just got to push this up above a limit. So we're past that where it's checking to see if it is 10,000. We're past that code where it's checking to see, and it's not going to set it back to 10,000. That means if we make this value large enough, eventually we will overflow that integer, and it will flip to negative, which I'll explain after we do it. Keep your eye on his health, and we'll see what the limit is when we get there. We're already at 14,365, 15,000 now. A lot of mana. We just have to keep healing him. Just keep healing him, and eventually we will overflow. Hopefully him before I die. Ah. Okay. And the goddamn proxy decided to screen lock on me, so now I can't see anymore. Can I pause it? Nope. Forgot. MMO. If it were single player, we could pause. Well, we just have to trust at this point. We know that what we're doing is working. We just have to make sure that we keep doing it until it eventually... It will flip. It will flip negative if we keep doing this. It's an unsigned integer. It will continue doing that. I just can't recall exactly what the... I just can't recall exactly at what point it does that. Hopefully not 32 billion. No, I don't think so. There it is! Oh, we got a G17 and 0 cool for that? Man, it's not very good. Rewards. Of course, I haven't opened the chest yet. There we go. All right. Let's get over to the proxy. Freaking blanked out on me. Thanks a lot. He eventually... Here you go. So he was at 20... There's no way. Okay, here we go. Yeah, when it started, when it happened fast. So we got him to... You can see it's exponential, the increase, once we got to a certain point here. So he went from 42,833 to 50,691 to 63,716 to 89,528, 161,470, 528,463, 20,343,287, and then it flipped to a negative right here. But there's no way that I healed him up to like 15,000 or up to 16,000. So it looks like here we go. It's more or less normal until we get to about 20,000 or so. And then after that, every time we healed him, it exponentially increased the value of that integer until eventually it overflowed and then flipped to negative. And when he went negative, as the game logic instructs, he is dead. So the game killed him for us. And it's all because they just used an unsigned integer for their health, and we were able to heal him past a logical boundary set up in the game code. All right, let's loot that chest. Flag of the Lava, the Golden Master. I want to try it out. It's like a golden cowboy coder. Come here, Spideys. Holy moly. Certainly sounds serious. Oh, there's several more of them that I didn't see. Oh, I'm going to die from spiders. I'm not watching what I'm doing. All right, let's get out of here. All right, that is Fire and Ice. Let's check out the inventory. Flag of the Pirate, Flag of the Lava. Some bosses just roll over and die. Indeed, they do. I kind of wouldn't mind going back and trying out some of the other ideas I had to attack this. I know that this is how I did it last summer, and I was going to try and find new ways to do things, but still, this is probably the most direct and probably the intended way of defeating this challenge. So, all right, cool. Well, we have one challenge left officially. So, I will see you when we get there.